Hello, I'm your host Muse, and today we're back with another recipe from the Stardew Valley cookbook. And today we're making stuffing. In the game you get this from Pam, and here it makes 8 to 10 servings. First we're going to preheat our oven to 300 degrees and get a 9 by 13, I was right when I thought, 9 by 13 baking dish and grease it with butter. Then we're going to get 1.5 pounds of either rustic country bread or sourdough. And it says to carve off the crust and break all the pieces apart into bite-sized pieces, or all the inner bits, but we're gonna cut it in half and just pull it out into bite-sized pieces because that's easier, and then just wait until you get to the crust and then stop, and then we'll lay them out on the baking dish. Once you get all of your bread pulled apart, you're going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes and stir around the bread every 10 minutes. Now we're going to raise the heat of the oven to 375 and let our bread cool. Then we're going to get 1/2 cup of hazelnuts and distribute them across a small baking sheet. And then we'll put this in the oven for about 7 to 9 minutes, stirring them often to make sure that they're evenly roasted until you can really smell it. While the hazelnuts were roasting, we got and chopped 3 large celery sticks and 2 small yellow onions. Now in a large high-sided pan, we're going to put it on medium heat and put in 1 stick or 1/2 cup of butter. And once that gets all melted, then we're going to put in our vegetables until they soften for about 10 minutes. Next, we're going to add 2 small tart apples that have been cut up and 2 tablespoons of thyme leaves, or 2 teaspoons of thyme leaves, and 1 teaspoon of rosemary leaves. And then we're going to, when we add that, we're going to cook it for about 15 minutes until the apples and the vegetables get tender. Now we're going to add 1/2 cup of craisins, dried cranberries, however you know them as. And sadly, we forgot sage, but you would add 10 large leaves if you had some. And then you're also going to heavily season it with salt and pepper. And stir constantly for 1 minute. We put all the stuff from the pan in here, and we're also going to add our bread and hazelnuts and mix it all together. A quote from Kent: "It's sure nice to be eating home-cooked meals again after 4 years of military rations." Into this bowl, we're going to add 3 cups of vegetable stock and 2 eggs and whisk that all together. Then we're going to pour it over our stuff. And then once we get that all mixed together very well so that all the liquid is absorbed, we're going to let it sit in that tray that we cooked the bread in for 15 minutes and preheat the oven to 375. After we let this sit, we're going to get 2 tablespoons of butter that have been placed in cut into little cubes, and just kind of put them all over in little spots. And then we're going to put this, and we're going to cover it with foil with the non-shiny side down. And then we're going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Then we're going to take off the foil and put it in for another 30 minutes and rotate it after 15. Now that we let it cool for about 10 minutes, it's time to try it. I think I got a good amount of everything. It's good. I know, like, some people don't really like stuffing or like traditional Thanksgiving stuff, but I do. And I really like this. I like the consistency of like the bread, of like how much it soaked in and how it tasted after it baked. I thought it was a good amount. And I like how the raisins and hazelnuts were like also kind of absorbed it, so it was a little bit more soft, especially with like the hazelnuts, but like they still had more of the crunch. And I thought the raisins took in the flavor well. And now you know how to make stuffing from Stardew Valley. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And that's the 9th recipe in the fall section.